Hello, and welcome to Dynamic Disruptors. Caroline and I are here to basically inspire you, elite, conscious, visionary CEOs. We're talking business, we're talking energy, we're talking luxury villas. And also, thank you for those of you who might have been waiting for this live stream. We had some technical difficulties, but here we go. We are here. We are live. How are you, Caroline?
I'm good. Thank you, Lauren. I think that's fantastic to be there every week. I like the topics, and yeah, we good to go on illumination today.
Yeah. So today's topic just really came through really strongly because it is part of the Black Diamond process for me and when I'm supporting my clients. And I was thinking how beautifully this really works together. We have something that we want to share with you guys today as well, that is really, really powerful. So the topic today, calling it the ultimate edge, and how illumination can really transform visionary leaders, high achieving leaders, and what that actually means. So I can riff on this all day. So I'm going to just take a minute to go from my perspective. And I really want to hear, Caroline, what your thoughts are around this from yours, because illumination is really seeing what you haven't seen, seeing the unseen, diving into those kind of hidden realms, whether it's the unconscious, within the energetic body, if we're speaking my language, and what that looks like. And so we've covered, and if you want to see some of our past live streams, events, we can send you those links. We did cover blind spots, right? And this is really part of it. Like if you feel like you're hitting a ceiling, if you've ever felt like you're ready for that next level of expansion, and whether that's income, whether that's business, and you just keep hitting a ceiling or frustrating loop, or you're like, I'm ready for more, and it's frustrating because you can't see what you can't see. So obviously, right, the first step is illumination. And some people will tell you it's strategic, but if something's going on with your site, if you can't see, it's about your capacity to hold the next level of money, visibility, leadership. Like no strategy is going to fix that. So if we're not seeing the thing, right, we can't actually work on the thing. Right. So so I'd love to hear, Caroline, your thoughts around that experience, and what maybe even how illuminating some hidden things have helped you, because it's certainly helped me.
Yeah, that's powerful. I think I like these evolving topics, and I think illumination is really the right topic after the blind spot. And I will take that in the context of self-awareness. I think it involves a kind of sudden realization or kind of understanding that something that was previously hidden or even unseen is suddenly a wow moment. It's like,
Yeah.
for me, turning a light in a dark room. I think we already talked about this example. It is just trying to say, I know that where I'm going is blocking me, that those blind spots often contribute to inefficiencies or powerlessness, and it leads to actions that are not where the way you want to go, or most of the times inaction. And this is the thing, sometimes we put our head in the sand, and the inaction creates more blind spots, and those habits of not trying to address that and finding these illumination, those unseen things, drains your energy, and then you become a disruptor that is no longer disrupting but trying to understand what's happening. So to me that's a very interesting topic because it's the most powerful stage of becoming a disruptor.
I love that. Like so well said. Disruptor who's not disrupting. Yeah, and that's the thing. the illumination is actually energetically, you have to disrupt your own patterns first, right? And so the illumination is in my work, it's precision, right? What is blocking you might not be blocking someone else. It's a very unique code and combination of things, and the importance of illuminating the root cause, right? Creating space, number one, in order to experience that. And we'll talk about, what's required, like extracting yourself from the environment, stopping with just like the endless cycle of busy work. A lot of people think action's going to fix certain, issues, but it's really illuminating what is the root cause, not like if you think about a tree, not the branches, not the leaves, but the actual root of it. Otherwise, it just keeps coming back in different forms. And that's also the thing, seeing where in your life where you're hitting a ceiling, where it might be popping up in other areas, because energy is energy is energy. So if you have something in business, that's probably popping up in your life somewhere as well, right? So I love how you said it creates immediate shifts. This is what I have seen again and again and again, where people will go in the past and they'll try to do all this like inner child work. And I'm not saying that that's not useful, but they'll keep going and digging into the past when they want to transcend and move into the future. And they keep just bumping up again and again and again. Whereas once they illuminate the actual root cause of the thing, it's like pop, and then their income increases exponentially, their ability to lead, they become more magnetic. And I love, Caroline, how you said efficiency. That's a big one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that this is a very powerful truth, that it's not only being a disruptor or an entrepreneur, it's seeing the unseen by uncovering the truth about ourselves. And this uncovering of truth of who we are as a person leads to an immediate shift. You've recognized your limiting beliefs or your destructive habits, and you can try to restore a sense of power and control. Say, well, I haven't seen that, but now that I see, I know where to go. I know what action to take. I can align my actions with my true values. And the values for an entrepreneur are paramount. They're very important for themselves, for the company, for the people who work for them. And then this introspection and self-reflection is trying to help us to ask the right questions. It might be challenging questions sometimes, but they have to be put forwards, so that we stop being or stop having negative emotions or inefficient habits, or being having thoughts that are really unproductive. So it's really an inner work that illuminates not only yourself, but through the discovering of some truth about yourself and what blocks yourself from moving forward, can really radiate to the people in your environment around you, and then generate all these extra incomes and more control of your environment as well, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And I think illumination being also, oh, you cut out a little bit for me there. Can you hear me still?
I can still hear you. You're loud and clear.
Okay, yeah, it's like super choppy. We'll see. We'll see how this comes
Good.
through on the live. If you're watching and we're choppy or I'm choppy,
Or take the time to put
apologies. It's a little
comments.
bit in and out. Yeah, I think that when we
I'm good.
oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's all good. You can go.
Okay, so strange. We're having like all this technical crazy stuff. I talk and then it's like 30 seconds to the next. So yeah, hopefully this is coming through. It's a little choppy on my end, Caroline, so it's hard to hear. But what I did catch of that was really, really potent. I think this topic of illumination, also understanding that this is the first step, right? This is, but one of the most potent, one that you can't bypass, right? If you can't see what you can't see, right? That's why mentorship and guidance is crucial. And for those who prioritize that, it is really, really powerful. And so we know that, we illuminate, and then it's like, what is our next choice? The identity shift that needs to happen. So the actual embodiment of like, now we know, and then what's next. So maybe it's a good time to Caroline to really share with our audience what we've been creating, something that is really profound and quite powerful. Because when we talk about really solving this for our premium clients, that illumination requires focus. This is something that I've noticed in a lot of high achievers, right? Extracting ourselves from the normal routines, extracting ourselves from the usual spaces that are often distracting. Um, and especially for high performers who are used to busyness, right? That we kind of tend to avoid slowing down because that's kind of the momentum that we feel in our body. There's a lot of like dopamine also that happens there because we thrive on that, and also having to slow down and do the inner work. So this work doesn't take a ton of time, but it requires clear focus. And so this is why I'm super excited for our collaboration, because with Caroline, with your wonderful opportunities for luxury villas and actual physical spaces, and my premium mentorship and energy work. So our goal is to put a premium experience together for you. And yeah, Caroline, if you wanted to talk a little more about that and what that looks like, because it is very, very exciting.
Yeah, I think um, the role of a mentor, the one you are, and the teaching you're putting forward is really powerful. But it needs to be transformative, and it's also need to be consistent. So together, we are uh, building up a package with your teaching and the villas that we have in our collection. And our villa are global, so they are all around the world. And it helps you to extract yourself from your environment, to put yourself in an environment that is um, conducive to this enlightenment and illumination, and become the catalyst for it. So you will get yourself in a different uh, mindset, in a way, within a villa. Then you can hire for a few days within your environment. We have, I know, Lauren, you're in the US, so we have a good number of villas in the US for clients who wants to stay in or travel in different states, but don't want to travel overseas. And if you, I'm in the UK, so for clients who are in the UK or in Europe, we also have beautiful villas. So it's extracting yourself from your normal environment, taking another environment where you have the ability to integrate all these teachings, feeling the consistency of what you are trying to put inside each client, and using this environment to reflect, to see the unseen, to get the illumination, and then the transformation. And then when you come back, you can now approach life on a different way. And I think that is extremely powerful. And it helps people to, when you disconnect yourself, and I think we talked about that before, you stop being overloaded by the constant pressure, and this pressure stops or is highly reduced in villas, and you have a chef, you have a beautiful environment that helps you to relax and more ingest your teaching within blind spot or illumination, and and a progress for disruptor to find their right balance to become the real disruptor.
Yes, yes. And I'm so excited about this because, and as you were just talking, I was thinking about the actual locations on the planet have their own energy and their own frequency. And so when you're tapped into that, it is extremely powerful as you're doing this kind of work. And so for me, it's about like speed and efficiency as well, but like with a sense of ease. So if you are imagining yourself whatever location that is, you are your own physical patterns in the world are disrupted. You're moving in a different location that is energetically just a different energetic field, and you're also now able to focus on the very precise limiters. This is what I do in using my Oracle site to see exactly what is in the way, and then we just bust it. And what I've noticed is clients are always so surprised at how easy it is, because we're so used to this like hard work, this paradigm of, not saying that you don't do hard work, not saying that this is not hard work in that way, but it's not the same. So once you turn off that like that endless kind of churning momentum that tends to happen in the day to day, and you extract, and then you're able to then, like what you said, I loved how you used the word ingest. I don't know, maybe it's just me, and like I love food, but like that's it. Like you ingest and you have time to actually integrate and digest, instead of like, oh, I saw that and let me move back and do the same exact thing over and over again. This gives you the spaciousness to actually recode your body, recode your mind, and recode your energy. So we are so excited to present this to you. There are multiple ways for how we do this. My work is bespoke. Caroline can literally put you pretty much anywhere on the planet. You were just telling me you were, planning something for Antarctica, right? So we can literally put you anywhere on the planet that you want to be, and we can work together. I do a lot of virtual work, and that is, people ask me, is that uh, as powerful? And I'm going to say yes. Most of my energy work, I do not need to even be in the same room with you. It is energy, and it is extremely potent no matter where you are in the world. So we will place you in a beautiful location, and yeah, create some magic. And whether it is in business, it is in your personal evolution, I can address all of those different things. So once again, that'll be a bespoke package. So Caroline, the best way is to have them reach out to you. We'll start with the location and what that looks like, and and we can put something together really powerfully. So if this interests you, if you are a visionary leader, disruptor who wants to really create a very powerful transformation in life, in business, accelerate towards your legacy goals, highly recommend reaching out to Caroline via LinkedIn, and getting on that, and we'll create something specifically for you and for your needs. So yeah, I think
that's very, very powerful. I really love this concept, and I think you're
me
totally
too.
right. Change your energy. You putting yourself in a new environment for a number of days, anywhere in the world, and then you really get this teaching 100%. And this is where you need to collect this time. You don't have time to say, I'm too busy to go to Lauren. And so we put you in the right
Exactly.
environment at the right time. Yes, it's true. At the
It is
right time.
1,000%. I'm
You
always like,
collect
no,
everything.
make time.
So
Right?
what I'm
Make
gonna
time
do,
to collapse time.
yeah. So what I'm gonna do, and I will trust Lauren to do this. I'm happy to have anyone coming forward through LinkedIn, but I'm gonna also share my Calendly
Yeah,
link.
we can
If
put
you
that in this event as well.
and if you come with the code disruptor, Here we go. You have the beautiful package with both of us. Uh, Lauren's teaching and the possibility have of having a villa handpicked for you, and the two combined together will skyrocket you as a disruptor and as a great leader. That's for sure.
Yeah. Amazing. So excited to bring this to you. So excited we had this conversation, Caroline. And yeah, to many more. We will see you guys next week. And please, please let us know any of your questions, any topics that are on your mind, anything that any feedback, things that you have illuminated during these sessions would be really amazing to hear, whether in the comments or if you feel like, sharing privately with us. And yeah, we definitely will take your questions into account as we continue these conversations. But this was super fun.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I want
Caroline.
to hear from you. Definitely, it's just so empowering to be here, and we want to share this feeling and energy to with you. So please come back to us, leave a comment. It helps us to create the next stage of lives. And if you come to me first, I will show you some villas very, very quickly, and then head back to Lauren. That will amplify everything with her teachings. It's just
Yes.
fantastic.
So exciting. And they're all so gorgeous. So Caroline will help you choose, because I think that's probably the hardest decision. Anyway. All right. We hope that you have an amazing day, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.